Isolation, day 34. A full day this time, not a supplemental one. Let me uncover my head and see if it makes any difference to the light, you see, because I had this brilliant idea. Because I got a nice shiny bonce up there, I thought, well, as I don't have any bonce wax, because if I had bonce wax, I'd use it, you know. I thought, I'll get the flare off the bald head. Now what? Oh, yes, Smith. Duncan Smith, he's a baldy as well, mate. What does he do to keep the flare off his head? Look, let me see. Any advice on keeping the flare off my head? Yeah? Well, if you come up with something, just let me know. I want to go big time on videos, you know, do kind of lighting and all this stuff. Not exactly that I consider myself as a potential Danny Boyle, but there is a good place to start. Oh, see, I grabbed that one really quick. Came straight out the headlines. 2012. You should remember it. The particularly important, I think it might have been the 100-year anniversary or something anyway. NHS anniversary. Yeah. Do you remember all the stuff at in London, all the celebrations? And here's the important bit. Danny Boyle. Do you know he wanted to put, well, in fact, he did put the tribute to the NHS in there. Do you remember all those floaty beds and, you know, nurses looking like Mary Poppins, I don't know, and the big old kind of Victorian costumes that they wore and dancing and all that lot? I got to admit, it was pretty good. I do remember watching that and thinking to myself, yeah, I kind of like that. That's really good. That was great. Yeah, I think it was a real celebration. It was real praise, and it was good. But here's the bit that's relevant today. Apparently, ye old Tories didn't want anything celebrating the NHS in there. They didn't want anything. They didn't want any tribute. They didn't want anything like that. Because it was a national service. National. Belonged to the country. To the people. To you and me. Those who pay taxes out of their income. Income tax. Do you remember that? Do you still pay it? Believe it or not, I pay a tiny, tiny bit. Not much, but I still can say, as a British taxpayer, because I still am. Yeah, that's what we paid for, wasn't it? Isn't that what's supposed to come out of income tax? Do you remember your when you pay it? Do you pay your stamp, your national insurance? Yeah, you pay your stamp, don't you? Your parents paid their stamp. Their grandparents probably paid their stamp. Your kids are probably paying their stamp if they're out at work. Yeah, do you remember that? Do you know where all that money's meant to go? Some say it should go to paying off billionaires like Branson. Of course, that's where it probably does bloody go. But actually, it should go to knitting and building that safety net for us all, you know, that safety net that when we're unfortunately, and it is unfortunately, unable to breathe and dying because of COVID, well, even if they can't save our lives, don't you think that money that you've been paying in for that safety net underneath you there, yeah, don't you think that should have been going into building up our NHS? Don't you think that? Wouldn't you have wanted all your contributions, and at least some percentage of them, and a percentage of your tax? Wouldn't you have wanted it to do that? Isn't that what you would have wanted? Because maybe one day, when you got ill on your 0 hours contract job, and you couldn't possibly pay for the medical bills, the nursing care, the hospital admission and all that lot, maybe, just maybe, you'd have liked to have known a kind of a bit was put aside for you, so that you, or if you or any member of your family became seriously ill, you could be helped. In a sense, you would just kind of be claiming back what you'd already paid in for. You would have thought that was good, wouldn't you? Or even with your pensions, private ones and whatever. I wonder how many of those have now been stolen to pay off company creditors. Yeah? But, you would have thought, wouldn't you, that the NHS could have been prepared. You would really have thought, wouldn't you, that they did see the pandemic coming. People did warn the government in 2016 on Operation Cygnus that we couldn't cope. But you would at least have thought, if they'd maintained stockpiles of kit and whatever, like PPE, you would have thought that they'd have at least kind of kept the stockpile up to date with kit that was within its service lifetime. Yeah? As I said before, it's a bit like, restocking the lifeboats on a ship that you kind of hope will never sink, but restocking them with potable water in a kit or in, cans or pouches or something, yeah? Because that would actually, believe it or not, water goes out of date, yeah? So you'd kind of like to think that if you ever did any cruising, wouldn't you, that although they don't use the lifeboats, unless it's an emergency, if they did have to be lowered over the side, and there you were on this ocean, and you're opening a water container, you would like to find out that it hadn't gone out of date, wouldn't you? Yeah? Imagine when NHS staff are using PPE that is out of date. Can you imagine that? Yeah? Can you imagine? Well, you can't imagine. You know. You don't have to imagine. You know. The NHS wasn't prepared. How could it be prepared? How could an NHS be prepared to face a national and medical emergency, a pandemic that they knew was coming, or something like that? How could it be prepared when it was being cut to the very bone? How could it be prepared when A&Es were being closed? How could it be prepared when the wait in A&E was 3, 4, 5 hours? How could it be prepared when, there weren't even enough ICU beds to meet existing demand? How could the NHS have been prepared? It couldn't have been. I'll tell you one thing it was, though. It was underfunded. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you it was not only underfunded, but a number of more people died, even on kind of, the NHS working normally. No bloody pandemic and whatever. More lives were lost. More treatment that could have saved lives was not given because there wasn't the capacity within the NHS to do it. Now, you can ask yourself a really simple question, aren't you? Where did all that money go? Here's the Tory answer. We can't have a strong NHS without a strong economy to pay for it. Now, how did the Tories get that strong economy then? Well, the first thing they did was give money to the wealth creators. We all know, trickle down. The billionaires at the top, trickle was meant to happen with all their wealth, and then it would trickle down, and it would trickle into the NHS, and it would trickle into our purses and our wallets, so that all of that at the top would just trickle its way down. And then we'd have a really well prepared and a great health service because we'd have a fantastically healthy economy. And that's, after all, where it comes from, isn't it? And the rail network and stuff like that. It would be great. Yeah. if we just let the wealth trickle down, we put it all over to private business, private enterprise and whatever, it'll be great. It was failing. We now pay, in many cases with our lives, for the neglect of 10 years worth of Tory government. That's what we're paying for. We warned you about voting Tory, but you so wanted glorious Brexit. You so wanted to get your country back again that now you are paying the price. Sorry this video is angry, but it is, as we welcome back dear old Boris, as PPE is delayed, or is delayed at least, yeah? As care home deaths are not even included in the death certificate, in the death statistics, as doctors are being encouraged not to put COVID-19 as the cause of death on death certificates, all designed to keep the stats lower, as the public will undoubtedly praise our Churchillian hero and leader, Boris, as he'll return to rapturous applause. Rapturous applause. Boris, Boris, Boris. Doesn't it make you sick? It does me. It does me. This has been coming for so long in so many ways, and now he'll start praising nurses, doctors, frontline workers, people working on the front lines in logistics, delivery, shops, all those people that he just felt really weren't worth anything before. I mean, why should they get a pay rise? Eh? Why? Yeah. I mean, you know, they're not billionaires. Billionaires get pay rises. CEOs get pay rises. Directors get pay rises. Important people at the top, they always get pay rises. And then when their pay goes up, they trickle it all down to the rest of us. That's how it's meant to work, isn't it? Maybe I'm just belatedly angry, but someone needs to be. Someone needs to be angry at the callous people that cause this to be worse than it is, than it needed to be. I don't doubt that people would have died as a result of this pandemic. I don't doubt that we're handling something that no health service in the world practically has handled on this scale. I don't doubt that. And my thoughts go out to everyone who has lost loved ones already. I began this morning by reading of somebody who will not be able to even go to the funeral of their loved one, who they will just have to watch the cortege or whatever it is pass their window. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to all of you who have lost loved ones. Stay safe. Stay locked down. Stay passionate. Stay fighting for something better. And don't let society go back to where it was when all this is over. You've learned something through these painful times. Don't let's go back to where we were. Let's fight to make society better. Take care. Stay safe.